Hello, everyone. This wise, and wise. Next episode. My name Vontae, as you should know by now. If you don't know, my name Vontae, aka Q Vontae, aka Buckets 44, aka Quivers, and all that jazz like that. Right now for this episode or this mini episode, whatever you want to call it, right now we missing a member because he had to do some things, so he might be on the next episode or the full episode, I should say. And so right now it's gonna be like a mini episode. So you know, hope he come do the next episode and things like that, and hope he does well and everything like that. So with that said, here goes my cousin.
What up, everybody? This is Scorpio Passion, aka Dale, and aka next to ex porn star. Uh,
Oh boy.
any of you ladies want out there want to make a movie? Just hit me up.
Oh no, you didn't. Preferably cougars, 30, 35
Yes,
and up, please.
BBWs too, cause you gotta have.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about those.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, well, since we just doing a mini episode, we just gonna do something. We gonna do something very small on this one. So maybe one question, maybe one and a half. I don't know how you do a half. Like this ain't like this baseball or something, but I don't know. Figure out something. But you got a question, cousin, or you want to say anything?
Um,
You want to
oh
start us
yeah,
off?
like I said, I want to say I hope everybody's having a good day or night or whenever you listen to this. Out there, I know I sound kind of creepy in my voice. I sound kind of pedophilish, which I'm kind of shocked. I mean, if I was ever a singer, I'd probably be the most worst in the world. But anyway, my first thing, I was like, me and cousin love sports. And, my first question goes to cousin since he is a Cubs fan. He, and the thing about it, he's a Cubs fan, but he's born on the south side. He don't like too many of the other races, but he's still a Cubs fan. But check that side. I'm a White Sox fan. Um, my my question for you, cousin, is uh, how do you, the next few years, do you think the Cubs do you see the Cubs making playoffs in the next 5 years?
Make the
Yes,
playoffs. Of course, I'm thinking make the playoffs. That ain't that hard.
that's for the Cubs.
Shit. After I guess after the fiasco of Steve Bartman, make it seem like after that they can get to the playoffs or barely get to it. So I don't know. So like we got like it's a different type of curse and everything like that. But I see they can probably make it, but we need more. We need more Stalin Castros and Anthony Rizzo and some. And better pitching really, because I can't. Oh my lord. When we finally get maybe one, two good pitchers, we always trade them or something like that. So it's almost like every time we get someone good or whatever like that, we can't keep them. Like we the fucking Marlins or something. Like the back in the day Marlins, the early 2000s, the '90s Marlins or something. Like we always get rid of our good players slash our prospects or something. Like, if I would, yeah, 5 years, I think we might develop some more players, maybe like three, four, five more position players, hopefully, or something. I don't know. I pray. That's all I'm gonna say.
See, that's what I feel what he's saying, cousin. I mean, I see, looking from the outside in, I think last time I watched the Cubs game when they did have the Steve Bartman uh, fiasco, and Moises who overreacted.
Hmm.
He couldn't catch that ball, cousin. I know most Cubs fans gotta know y'all. They done threatened this poor man's life. Knowing well that they had at least two more games to go, and they just faltered, just fell apart. And against a nice young Marlin team who went on to win the World Series that year. And the Cubs would proceed to sign Derek Lee, who was also on that team, on the Marlins team that with the Cubs. So, it was, and that didn't work out too well for the Cubs. Every time a person goes to the Cubs, and it's funny stat, every time the Cub, like John, who was that? Dawkins, I forget Andre Dawkins, I forget his name though. played for the Blue Jays back in the '90s. And
Mm-hmm.
he's with the Cubs. He went on with the Blue Jays and won two or three World Series. John Garland was with the Cubs and went.
John Garland.
So, because I used to try to emulate his pitching style all the time. He had one of the best. John Garland, he went down to be, I don't know, whatever happened to John Garland. That's what I'm saying. He's with the Dodgers. He went on to win the World Series with my White Sox. And Dontrell Willis, who.
Oh, that's garbage, man. I like him. I mean, I don't know. I'm skeptical about Don Trell because he had so much potential, which he showed. I mean, not even with Cubs. I'm just talking about like Reds and I can't remember the other team, the Reds and something else. He showed potential and things like that. And I was like, he just got ass, man. It's just like maybe it's a Cubs thing, possibly. Maybe that's just what it's a Chicago thing or it's a Cubs thing. I don't know what it is. To be honest, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
it probably is. Because, at the same time, like you said, Chicago things, Cubs things, and I think the Cubs they just hold on. I mean, I haven't won a World Series in like over 100 years, and the White Sox 2005, by the way, just saying. Uh,
Kiss ass.
you know, yeah, I'm just saying because the White Sox is where the black people live. Just saying. But like I said, it's like I'm hoping the Cubs. I want to see the Cubs win the World Series because my grandmother is a Cubs fan, and when the White Sox
Mm-hmm.
won the World Series, she told me she didn't even give a fuck. So I'm on the White Sox won the World Series. I don't give a fuck. I was like, I guess I'll go back upstairs and celebrate by myself. Yeah.
And like also before we move on, like Big Poppy David Ortiz, if you don't know, he kind of made a good point to a degree, and to make you think in a way, which you were saying. Like the last thing was he went to Wrigley Field. He was kind of saying possibly why the Cubs really don't win that much or things like that is they pretty much never really have night games. So it's almost like put it in perspective. Like if you go to Oakland and play like a day slash night game there on a Sunday, and then pretty much that Monday or Tuesday you gotta play a day game in Chicago. So it's almost like you don't like it's like make it seem like some of the pitchers and positional players don't get that much rest, which kind of mess up. Like you already know if you don't get that much rest, you're not really gonna be healthy and get hurt or just don't perform well. So that kind of made me think like they should it, I mean, they talking about you ain't gonna have more night games, and they gonna change some of the things in the stadium, not stadium, but on the field and things like that to make it more accountable and things like that for the fans and for the players. But I mean, I think the night games are like 30, 40 games or whatever you want to say. I forgot how much it was, 30, 40 games. It was going to be night games. I mean, that possibly could help later down the road, but I mean, that was a semi good perspective that could possibly help.
Like,
So, yeah, I don't know. He had a good
yeah,
idea, I
I
guess.
see because they don't have Cubs. I don't see why. And I know I'm get off the cousin, but I don't see what's so good about Ruby Field because Uh, I can't afford to go to Wrigley Field for one. I had to pay like $9 for a goddamn hot dog, and probably $3 for some relish. And if I want a slice of cheese, they probably charge about $5 for that. So I don't end up spending $20 on a hot dog. You going there, going there, and you putting your life on the line. You gotta have good health insurance because you're gonna have a piece of concrete come hit you in the head. I'm just saying, just knock it down. Just build off.
I mean, it's like a national, just like Fenway Park. Fenway, and oh no, even better. They did knock down old Yankee Stadium because that's basically like a landmark right there. So that's something like perfect example. They can't really knock it down, but at the same time, what other field slash stadium or whatever they gonna call it, where they gonna put the new Wrigley Field or whatever they gonna call it, where they gonna put that at, and then when you talking about like you can't go shit, it's on like a bucket list or a goal of mine to go there because I've been trying to go there for like 10, 15 years. I can't go there because me and my father been talking about going there, but things keep on popping up. But the thing is, I never go there. But how many times I go? How many times I went to a White Sox game? Like 5 times, like 5, 10 times, because it is more affordable, and I can at least get a
See,
pizza two, and
cuz
a drink. Wrigley Field, I can barely get
I'm
that
not see,
nacho.
cuz can't even get a nacho chip, a piece of a chip. Yeah, and the guy forget you asked for some sauce. So that's how sports. That's what I guess that's a good thing when you're a sports fan and you go to your favorite sports venue. Uh, how you really going to uh, spend. A lot of people. We black cousins. We gonna try to sneak food in. I'll probably
Yeah,
have a pack of hot dogs stashed in my pocket, already cooked in a plastic Ziploc bag.
true ass nigga. Okay.
Just get you a girlfriend with one of them big ass purses. I forgot the fail check now. You know,
Or put on her bra slash titty. Put that little under titty and shit like that. Put under there. Keep that shit warm like that too. But anyway,
oh, see, that's why you gotta like the big girls, cause I was like, cause you put the big girl, she got the big. I ain't gonna say I want her to have it under her stomach or shit like that. Just that breast, I'm a big guy too, so I know the half. So it's like so, it is, she, I like it. I'm gonna get off the cubs, but what's your next question though, cousin?
I mean, my question is, I was gonna save it, well, in a way, save it, but not really. But I kind of want, in a way, your perspective because you're not really a fan
Mm-hmm.
of it like that. So I want to see your perspective of, the World Cup ended, and I'm a big fan of soccer slash football. That's what I call it because that's how you're supposed to call it, football. But in your perspective or whatever like that, do you generally feel that in the U.S., America, what you want to call it, would you think soccer will get better after the World Cup, or maybe just in general? You think people like us is gonna start playing it to a degree?
Oh, soccer. What I'm calling real football.
You, I mean, you can call it soccer. You call it whatever you want. That's just what I call it. So you call it
It's the
whatever you
real
want.
football, because football is basically the NFL is basically throw ball. And
Mm-hmm.
people you don't like football. No, fuck the NFL half of the time. Roger Goodell done killed everything. But
That's another topic right there.
with soccer, I mean football. I think it's going. Yeah, it's like it's big. I didn't know it was that big though, cause I'm seeing people from Brazil. People just get. I think not that many people are behind Team USA. You realize people in America only get behind Team USA when we're about to win some gold or gold medal. You know what I mean?
It's just patriotism, as they say.
No,
That's
they
really
ain't
all it is.
patriotism, cause that's just bandwagon shit. They ain't gonna
Yeah, I mean that
even,
too. That
but
too.
you know, it's one. It gets to the point where it's just like, when I really think about it, um, it's like what do you call it? It's like one of those sports that I could see myself, because it's not easy to play. Everybody can go in and play. It's one of those that takes skill. They'll take skill to play that more than it plays football. And it takes that. You have to think. You just can't be going in there and just running in and just smacking the ball in the goal. So I think it's going to be pretty big in the U.S. A lot of kids starting to play it more. Uh, a lot of kids are starting to, damn, he ugly. But yeah, a lot of people are starting to, pay attention to it more, and a lot of people starting. It seems like a lot of people getting. But if you go over to like England, Brazil, your favorite place, cousin, like smash them Brazilian
Mm-hmm.
girls, but make sure they got
Mm-hmm.
vaginas instead of dick. Just selling this because I love you. But you know, all these other places, they big, they're huge over there. So when I see that gets more excitement than any other sport I ever seen. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, they get more excitement. Like like when baseball did their Cup thing, I was surprised how big these you see the Dominican people rooting for it.
Yeah,
It's big with the Latin culture. I think football is going to be a big. It's going to be big. It's going to be one part at a time. It's going to be bigger in the NFL than bigger than bigger in the United States than the NFL. The NFL doesn't seem too many prima donnas. And one thing I like about football, soccer, is that it's like some longevity in it, and it's not people don't a lot of these kids don't know if you play instead of football and basketball, but if you played maybe soccer, football, if you played baseball, those sports where you don't get that much notoriety, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, you make the most money out of that, and a lot of those
exactly.
they make the most money, and a lot of them a lot of them don't make. You don't have to worry about, how could I say, getting in trouble as much. Baseball players, the most thing you may hear them do is do PD, performance enhancing drugs and shit like that. Other than that, it's not like it's not like there's not that much publicity. Like with the NBA, shit, I can't stand watching the NBA sometimes. It's just all show and tell. I know they got skills, but goddamn, do some other shit, sometimes. So yeah, I think it will, cousin. I think it will though. I think,
I mean, okay, as far as me, answer my own question, like, I generally do not know because it's almost like, in one perspective, I see people that I haven't ever seen, because some people actually know I ever seen talking about, damn, this soccer does look good, it's exciting, all these little drama things like that, and then I got these other people that's just, yeah, that's cool and things like that, but previously I seen them like, what the hell is this soccer? I gotta say soccer. What the hell is this soccer? Like, this boring as hell. It's like this ain't shit, things like that. But so it's almost like I don't know about that, and then and in a way, just like with baseball, anybody can play it from a person like 5'4" up to like 6'5" can play it. In a way, soccer vibrating. Uh, Football can do it too, but the thing is, you have to be very, 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 you know, uh, have very good endurance, and that's why you really don't see people that's 6'5" or people that's 200 pounds play that, because you usually get like people that's like in between 120 and like one, and maybe like the highest one be like 185 or something. But I mean, with the 185, usually it be like 6'3" or 6'4" and things like that. But you gotta have a lot of endurance and things like that, because you basically you run the actual football, our football field. You run our football field for 90 straight minutes, pretty much. Especially if you're a midfielder, because midfielders, just let's just say the midfielder is almost like, in a way, they like the running backs of the team, to make it in a different perspective. They like running backs in a way, or in a way like shooting guards or something. They running all the time, running everywhere, because they can do offense and defense and things like that. But it's different. It's different type of midfielder as well. But that's different. That's different thing. But I can see it, because I can just think of just some kid that don't know, really know, that really can't maybe like jump high or something like that. But I mean, not baseball. Football, you really don't have to jump high, because it's always something. Like, if you know how to pass good, there's that for you. Or if you know how to read and react good, there's that. There's then if all you can do is just run fast, you can just do that. I mean, it's like different perspectives of what you can do and like that. So it's almost like I think anybody can play it. It's just they have to see it for themselves or witness it, because I also see, the people see it on TV and things like that, and they say, yeah, that's boring and all the things like that. But as soon as they play it, like you go to YMCA, or you go to I don't know, whatever like that. They you know, the little athletic director. I'm not athletic director. I forget what they call them. YMCA, just who the athletic person, athletic trainer, something like that. They say, tell the kids, oh, let's play some soccer. They play some soccer. They enjoy. They enjoying it. They don't know what they doing half the time, but they enjoying it. They having fun. Like, I really like this football right here. They enjoying it and things like that. So I mean, I guess all we need, just like with Venus and Serena, we just need camps and things like that to just bring them in. And then even like with baseball, you see on TV they have organizations to bring some black
Like,
kids into into soccer. Probably we need, we probably gonna need that too to do that because because I mean we have some black people in there, but like half of them is from Germany or from France or things like that. We got some in betweens. We got like one or two that's actually American, like black American. I mean, one is the goalkeeper, the Tim Howard, and things like that. You know, he always been like one of our top three best. Not all, I'm gonna say always, but recently for the past 10 years or so, he's been like our top three best American players. But he like what 35, 36. In 2 more years, that's done. Because I mean, a goalkeeper, they can last longer than a regular every a positional player. Let's just say it that way. A positional player, because a positional player like 32, 30, like 32, 33, 34. But a goalkeeper can last up until 40 if he want to. But I don't know. It's I don't know. I can go hours and hours about this, but I don't know. And then like one last thing I want to say with the football thing. Like yet again they gonna say it's boring things like that, but you gonna say just like with basketball, you can do like some freestyle stuff. You really don't have to do plays and things like that. If you turn out to be good and be skillful and things like that, you basically the same thing. Because you can say Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, um, in a way Pirlo, in a way, um, Bellatelli, and there's a few other people that's more skillful and things like that. They don't need something like a coach slash manager to tell them what to do. They could just do things on the pitch and create things on their own, or like a Kobe or something, like a James Harden, or like a LeBron or something. They create things on their own. So on that aspect, you can make it to a degree like basketball in a way. You know, you and then like basketball, you can if you can't be one of them like a Neymar thing like you can pass like the old Steve Nash. That's the better way to say. You can be the old Steve Nash and be passed or be the old Jason Kidd or Stockton and things like that. You can be like that. So I'm saying it's many ways to go into it and be great and things like that. Just I guess they need the opportunity and just to see it for themselves. So that's why I hope gradually in the World Cups, in the MLS, in the Kincafa, I forget how to say that, Kincafa or something like that. Our little like not international, but in a way international little World Cup thing, but it's like local in between North America and South America and Canada in a way. But if we gradually show our potential and things like that, I think we can possibly become just as good as Europe, possibly. Might be a notch or two below, instead of being like 5 notches below Europe. But I think we can eventually, be equal to Europe eventually. But that's all I gotta say because I'm gonna keep on talking about it. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
I 100% agree with you. It's like, I don't know, sports to me these days, that's why I would rather choose baseball over football or basketball because it has some. I'm not saying that basketball don't have the thinking in it. It doesn't have but I like the methodical feel of baseball. Methodical.
Right.
You do a pitch on the mound. You gotta choose which pitch you're gonna do to get out of a certain situation. Or if you're a hitter, you gotta choose which pitch.
Which pitch you want to do and like
Yeah,
pitch location.
and,
I
and
think yeah.
location, and like I said, and then with the hitter, it's all dependent. Okay, where's he gonna throw this? Where's he? Which one he gonna use?
Hmm.
You know, uh,
And like, should I drag one and things like that to
yeah,
throw
it's
him
like
off?
it all involves that. With basketball, you just pick a spot and you just shoot. You got to learn your plays. You're gonna run your plays, but it's just like it's not that. It's so basketball became so, and football too, becomes so of an unpopular sport with me because there's so many people that wanna show. And I understand you want to show up, but it don't seem like a team game. It seems like some people love the team
Hmm.
sometimes. You know.
Yeah. Well, also, one not to cut you off, cousin, but even talking about that, let's just say I'm just gonna say in Europe because that's the best way to say Europe. You when like during the game and after the game, and things like that, you show respect and things. I mean, you could say football does it too. In the end of the game, they hugging and things like that, but to a degree, even with soccer and football and things like that, what you want to say, they show a lot of they show a lot of respect between one another and things like that. Because you could say when someone gets injured or someone does something malicious, I won't say malicious, but something they didn't try to do, like some type of hard tackle, and it might hit it might hit the opponent leg too hard, things like that, and they start grimacing and things like that. They go over there and check to see if he all right and things like that, and help him up. You know, and sometimes when like people, even when the opponent team does something good in a way, they kind of say, good job on that pass, good job on what's name, and just say, or like you got me on that and things like that. They kind of, I mean, of course, you got some that have that, that's gonna be in the middle about things, because there's gonna be some that's like, they don't care what they do. They gonna hit you hard. They gonna hit you on your shin, on your ribs, things like that. Because that's why I like also kind of want to say that they don't think football is rough, but your ass get
Oh yeah.
hit. You jump. Both of y'all jump at the same time, and both of y'all hit each other head. Y'all shit bleeding, like and it's just spewing out and things like that. You get that, or let someone tackle you hard and basically break your shin bone or break your calf, break your ankle, like, and that's straight, and that's like, and sometimes that's not even like the spike that's hitting your ankle or your shin or whatever like that. That's just leg to leg contact or something like that, or calf to calf contact. Not calf to calf, but shin to shin contact. They breaking like a motherfucker. They get that. They get like some of their arteries get messed up and things like that too. So that's why people, when they say football is not physical, like,
Oh yeah.
okay, because I semi take offense to that when people say it's not really physical, because they fighting out there. Trust me, I see it. They fighting.
It
But go
is
ahead,
true,
cuz.
cousin, because I know, football and hockey are two of the most physical games you could probably ever watch on TV. That's one thing I do like. I do love hockey now. I'm starting to get more into hockey. Them hockey boys be out there, and the referees will let them fight, and they throw each other up again. They be missing teeth and everything. Again, hockey. I didn't know hockey was that brutal until I sat back and watched the game, and they were just throwing each other up. So it's like football and hockey fall under that same category. It's physical, and you could tear your ACL, concussions, and
Right.
brain damage from a lot of it. So it's like, you know that's why I told myself if I ever wanted to play a sport, I probably wouldn't play it because I value my life. So but like I said, a lot of that's why I always tell people if they gonna do football, I tell them, hopefully they finish college first so they can have a degree. And then just that whole 4 years. I know a lot of people got their families to feed and everything. At least go through, do college while you're doing your football career, so you have something to lean back on. And it was, and that's how you know that's how a lot of them is. But I think a lot of times with these sports these days, like I said, it's just so many people. I never was a fan of the big talkers of best other games. I always like the dudes like the Greg Maddux. Like I love Greg Maddux because he always was one of those players. You didn't barely hear him talk, but he was players
Mm-hmm.
knew who knew how to who went out there played the game, and never you ever seen Greg Maddux. You barely even seen a reaction out of him. That's one thing I love. Tom Glavine as well, John Smoltz. When the Braves was winning all those pennants and division titles and things of that nature. And it was like you get a lot of basketball players who are like that too. You know, basketball and football players who Drew Brees is like that. You barely see him celebrate. Like a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Jay Cutler. He trash. He barely shows any type of emotion when they score. He gets on, but that's one thing. Peyton Manning the same way. Tom Brady, like Tom Brady. Um, you know, uh, they all, it's like I ain't never been the type to like the showboaters, but you got a lot of basketball players. Tim Duncan, one of them, who I love. Tim Duncan is like my favorite player, NBA player all the time, over Michael Jordan. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, that's different topic. Talking about the top five, top 10 favorite players. That we're gonna talk about that later. But go
yeah,
ahead,
but
Cole.
it's Tim, yeah, Tim Duncan. So, it's like that. Like you said, it's I think it's one thing that turns me off about basketball is they done made it so much glitz and glamour, and then they have made it so to the point where it's so ticky tacky. Look, push here. Look, it's not like the '80s of basketball anymore. It's like like the '80s. Like damn well, '80s and '90s. These basketball players of the 2000s couldn't survive the basketball of today. I mean, the basketball players of today couldn't survive the ones of years ago. They couldn't go up against the Pistons and they'd probably be crying all the time. They used to whoop Michael Jordan ass. So, that's just how that is. So, but like I said, like as far as going back to like football, soccer, aka soccer, I think it's like I said, it's gonna be big because it's gonna be big.
Well, I mean, and it's not really talking about soccer, football to a degree, but like when you talking about like you don't really like basketball, football. What no, like what I find what I like in a way why I stopped liking it because I was very into football more, but I was very into basketball and football. Like and it got so good and things like that. Like some people, I was like barely my teenage years or in the middle of my teenage years. Some people always tell me, Vontae, you should be a coach. I mean, I ain't trying to brag, but sometimes they should say I should be that. I still can be that, but I don't really want to. But I mean, but anyway, we're talking about basketball, football. What my father showed me this, and then he made me realize this because I had to see it for myself in a way. I kind of show other people as well. Like I mean, you and people that in the comment section, whatever you want to say, you don't call me crazy. That's cool, whatever like that. But I kind of find it weird with football, basketball that it gets too predictable to me to a degree because you almost can tell like in between the second and third quarter you can almost can tell what the hell gonna happen in a way you can almost can tell if it's gonna be like the home team gonna win or if the home team not gonna say the home team the away team uh is winning by like 25, all of a sudden you start seeing plays here and there. And all of a sudden the home team come back and win by like 7 or something like that. Like sometimes you can see like in between like 2 to 5 plays in between the two like second and third quarter, and you can it almost be predictable. It's not 100%, but it's almost like it's like 60 or so percent predictable, or maybe really more than 60%. But I'm just saying 60%. It's like predictable, and that's why like basketball and football start going off on me because it's almost like I can't really I can't watch it. It's just, I got very bored of it, and then that's why me getting so bored of it. That's basically why I went over to soccer football, and then I started seeing things like that. Even though yes, because if people see this later on, whatever like that, they're probably gonna say yeah. People actually deliberately and actually showed on video and things like that. Yeah, let's just say some mob bosses actually paid off some soccer players. Like in Italy and some parts of Europe or some parts of England. I say that they actually paid some players slash some refs to fix some games. I understand that, and FIFA is looking into that and cracking down on people like that. So it's not as bad as it was in early 2000s and 90s. It's not as bad. I understand that, but it's still like too predictable and thing and whatever. It's just it just it made me stray off into more the footballs and the baseball and that's why like I guess people. I don't really say people call me weird and things like that, but every time I say I look at baseball and football, sometimes I might get looks or something like that. Like, why you don't like football and basketball? Because shit garbage. Just how it is to me. It's not fun to me anymore. I mean, I still play it here and there, and it's fun, but other than that, I can't watch it or do anything. It's just, I'm good. And even though some people are coaches, I ain't gonna talk about nobody, but some people are used to be coaches and things like that, and say like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and whatever like that. Like okay, I understand now, whatever like that. But I actually got coaches that actually played high school and college that told me some things, and then also got a father that basically was a high school All American or All State, whatever you want to say, and then he was even though I ain't really gonna talk about it, but let's just say he did the college thing, but some things happened with his coaches and things like that wouldn't happen. But he could have moved on to other things and gone further. But with that said, he still is still is very knowledgeable in the game and still know a lot of things that the average man don't know. But so he teach me some things as well. So I know things that the average fan don't know about as well. So I got things on both ends to actually know about the game, about basketball and football. So maybe that's slightly the reason why it's too predictable to me because I got people that teach me the game. So I don't know. But go ahead.
Yeah, I understand that though, cousin. That brings me into like you said, like it's like it's it is predictable in a sense. It's like you got uh, uh you got so many NBA players out here these days. Just I don't know. Who won it really? I can say that like Kobe Bryant is real quiet. NBA players always seem, you know, um, and um, and Kobe Bryant, Shaq, they had their little spat. Uh, but my thing is, I do have another question though, because NBA, we're gonna talk about NBA. Even though I'm not that. I maybe watched one Bull game last season. Uh, NBA, who do you have making the finals this year? What team do you like this year going? To
uh, okay, can I make can I can I make two different things? Like who would I like to be in the finals, and who I would think more likely
yes,
to be in the
go ahead.
finals. Okay, who I would like to be in the finals. I would say like on the west side, I would want the Thunder, and on the east side, you know, on the east side, I would probably want to make it look good or whatever like that, make it maybe a little interesting. I somewhat would want the Bulls long as it's like a healthy Rose. I just think that would be like a good matchup because I kind of want to see. I semi want to see. Yeah, I mean, I still I don't really talk about the Bulls like care about them, but I still want them to see. I still want them to do good. And then you got Derrick Rose, and hopefully and put an asterisk in that. Hopefully he be healthy, but. I got Derrick Rose, which actually went to my elementary school. I'm not gonna say that elementary, but he went to elementary school. So I actually seen him play once or twice and things like that. So I know how he like in a ways, but so I kind of want to see a Chicago native and actually get his. And but in a way, what I really want to see, I kind of want to see a Derrick Rose versus a Russell Westbrook matchup and see how that will play off. That'd be like I think that'd be a good going back and forth type of thing. And then I would say like a Baca versus Gasol matchup. I think that would be real
Hmm.
good. And I forgot who the shooting guard because Thibault left, so I don't know if it's gonna be Jeremy Lamb or it's gonna be another shooting guard. But I know of course small forward they have Durant, so I think that'd be all right. He'll win that matchup. A shooting guard, I think that's like probably gonna be a push. But I don't know. I think that'd be shooting guard. Shooting guard might be a push depending on who the Thunder shooting guard might be. If it's Jeremy Lamb, and I don't know. But you already know center. Please,
Yeah.
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Kendrick Perkins. He can't make a 12-foot lay. Oh, not 12 foot. A 2 foot layup. So that take everything. Anyway, so that's what I would like to see go in there. But in a way that more likely is going to go. I probably would say on the west side probably be the Spurs again, which I wouldn't mind because I like Kawhi Leonard. Cause that's one of my that's one, right now it's one of my favorite players. Even before he got the MVP and before he got known, I kind of liked him before because I always like defensive
Mm.
type players. So if I see a defensive player that has some ability on offensive end, I automatically like him because just like Kawhi Leonard and Iman Shumpert, I like them automatically because they some defensive type players, but offensively they can do their thing at the same time. But with that said, on the East, I really wouldn't say the Cavs because they not they that'd be interesting that LeBron could do that his first year, but I don't think so. So that's almost tough to say who on the East. To be honest,
Okay.
I don't know because who I think who more likely will go. It's I don't know because Pacers. If Roy Hibbert just stop being retarded, you could easily say the Pacers. Even though Stephenson left, I understand that, but still, they got Rodney Stuckey, but Rodney Stuckey be too efficient. He like he like an even worse person of J.R. Smith. So that's almost a hard one because you got Pacers, you have let's say though you have Pacers, you have Bulls, you have the Cavs. You could not gonna say the can't even say the
Mm.
Nets. Um, I'm missing somebody from the East. I can't. I'm missing somebody. I don't know. I almost want to say the Pacers, but Roy Hibbert just can't. He can't act right.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, like who should go? I don't know. On the East, I don't know.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, cause like I love my Bulls and all that. I still think that I don't trust Jimmy Butler running shooting guard,
He might run the three. To be honest, I
cause they're
don't
gonna
know.
have to find something for shooting guard. We've been without a shooting guard as for the
Yeah,
past. I don't know how. I think we haven't had a real shooting guard since Steve Kerr, cuz. We had Jamal Crawford
mm,
at one point, but Jamal Crawford at that time his career was ass. So
yeah, it
then
was.
he go to another team and he just turned up everything. And then we got Joe Noah. We got I love Joe Noah. I'm not gonna lie to you, cousin. Uh, what you call it? Uh, I thought Joe Noah wasn't gonna be shit, cousin. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was like, he probably ain't gonna. Then to come to find out, he almost MVP. He played hard. Derrick Rose, I done made fun of him. I didn't make fun of him, but I bashed him for his ACL. And next thing you know,
Don't bash him because you mess up yours though.
mine still
Anyway,
messed up too. So with
mm-hmm.
him, so I'm happy to see Rose back. In all seriousness, I'm happy to see him back. We got Pau Gasol. Hopefully, I know I upgrade over Boozer any day. Boozer ain't playing no defense at all. He was just, I don't know. That was one of the players that he probably could go to be an all-star on the Orlando Magics because nobody care about the Magic. You know, he'd be all-star. And
I don't mean to cut you off again, though, cousin. But this always puzzled me. With, I ain't gonna say with y'all, but with Bulls fans, like in a way, y'all never seen how Boozer played. Cause yes, you saw him his first early stages in Cleveland. Then he left with the Jazz, and then he went to the Bulls. Like, oh, we got somebody that's like an all star, things like that. I understand that, but yeah, I guess y'all didn't realize until now, obviously, y'all until now, defensively he cannot do anything.
yeah,
He better. I mean, I guess if anything, he could play. He could play like post defense, okay, maybe, because he can't get like back down that easily to a degree. But I mean, as far as like he stealing, blocking, or anything like that, or just to be smart on defense, he wasn't. He's not really smart on defense. So I'm like, okay, offensively, he can give you 25. I understand like 25 and like 7 boards maybe if he want to play in a way. But defensively, he gonna get zeros really. So like on that aspect, if you're a big man and you can't block or steal or just in a way just be, or you don't even have to do a block and steal, but just be smart and be at the right place at the right time at times and things like that. He can't do anything defensively. So when y'all was happy, y'all got Boozer. Y'all didn't see what I saw in some of the Jazz games. But y'all happy, and I guess y'all. I mean, I ain't trying to talk about us slash y'all, but y'all Bulls fans, y'all got too happy for no reason. I'm sorry to say, but now y'all know. But go ahead,
I
cousin.
agree
All right, go ahead.
because like you said, uh, he got a little bit. We did get happy. I ain't gonna lie because we. I mean, going for when we used to have Michael Sweetney. We used to have Michael
Okay.
Sweetney, and I actually thought, at one time we had to face the, Celtics in the playoff that one year. Not the Celtics, but the Heat, and they had Sweetney try to go up against Shaq. I said, bless this little man heart. Like, cousin, I was like, he tried. He came over to New York. He tried. But I think the one of the best things that we ever did, uh, the best thing we ever did is I always love Kirk Heinrich stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Heinrich is always one of my favorite. Played defense hard ever since that series they used to have where they used to go at it with one of the best series I've seen with the Celtics. Rondo versus Heinrich was the shit. Heinrich was the little white boy that Rondo used to try to push over all the time. And Heinrich just wasn't taking it. Heinrich took down goddamn LeBron James. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
love that defensive play. That defensive style of play from the Bulls. So it's like I appreciate that side of Tom Thibodeau. Not Tom Thibodeau, but when Skiles was the coach and
Yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah,
So it was it was a very beautiful thing. We even had Eddie Curry at one time and Tyson. He was garbage,
garbage.
pure garbage. And Tyson Chandler, he came out to be decent. I'm not saying he good, but he came out to be decent. Nobody knows whatever happened to uh, uh, what's called what Brad Miller was good at one time. See, that's how you know
Mm.
the Bulls were struggling though, cousin, because
Yeah,
we picked up Brad Miller. He said we're gonna be. A lot of Bulls fans thought he was gonna be the savior. Hitting threes like he used to when he was with Sacramento.
Sacramento.
He wasn't like when he was with Bibby and
The Christie and Chris Webber and
exactly.
things like
When
that.
he had Chris Webber, he had a nice squad. So when you get that nice type of squad, uh, you know, you're gonna be able to show off a little, show off a little more.
Mm-hmm.
He come with the Bulls, and he get with the Bulls, and they expect him to be, the savior of the Bulls. So it's one thing I can say about the Bulls is that we have a lot to work on, and I ain't gonna lie to you because I said I don't see us making the finals though. I seen us going to the playoff, but the finals now.
I don't. I mean, well, I was just saying like the one I wish that might happen. Like I'm not really a Bulls fan like that anymore, but it's just I'm just saying like off the matchup wise, that'd be a good storyline and good series. Just for just to have Westbrook versus Derrick Rose. I just think that'd be just it might be one for the ages. That's all I'm trying to say because both of their play styles are basically the same in a way, and then they can just and to a degree they do things that pretty much no point guard has pretty much ever done in a way as well too. So I'm just basing off of that.
Exactly, exactly. That's the and cousin. What NBA team do you follow?
Who do I follow? Now see, people gonna say I bandwagon, but actually I like this team. Basically, you could say it's like in between the Rasheed Wallace era and the Brandon Roy era, and who I'm talking about is the Portland Trailblazers. Because what made me start liking Portland Trailblazers basically, I'm basically gonna reveal my number one favorite player. Basically, my favorite player, Scottie Pippen, was over there for 1 2 years with the Trailblazers, and that's what made me start following them. And I started seeing them. I started seeing the Damon Stoudemire, Stoudemire. I started seeing Rasheed Wallace, the Zach Randolphs, the Ruben Patterson, the I can't remember his name. I can't remember this other guy name, but I started seeing all these players and like that. Like this a nice ass squad and things like that. So and then you got Pippen. So that's the start of me liking them. And then I started seeing Brandon Roy, and then I got nicknamed for LaMarcus Aldridge, which is I call him L.A. Reid, and L.A. Reid like an executive of Def Jam and things like that. So I basically like an executive. That's why I call him L.A. Reid. But the Brandon Roy and the Marcus Aldridge era, we started doing that, and Greg Oden, sorry ass, but his little no knees, Kevin Nash ass. But
So
anyway, you know, man. And so I mean, so in between Rasheed Wallace and then going to the Damian Lillard and the LaMarcus Aldridge era, I started liking, that's one of my favorite teams. In between that time span, but you know, that's like the only team I really could like tolerate. But now they finally start getting good. I can I can be proud. I always was proud of them, but I can be fully proud of them now because they finally stepping up with Lillard and LaMarcus Aldridge and Batum and things like that. And Batum underrated. Just let y'all know. But yeah, I mean that's the team I follow.
ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know what? That's one thing I gotta say. If John Paxton ever listened to this, I will piss on his grave at this. Because like he was the one that traded LaMarcus Aldridge for who was that Tyrese Thomas. And where's Tyrese Thomas at? Probably outside out.
He was playing for Charlotte the year before this one. He was playing for Charlotte. I think he was playing for Charlotte this year too, but he was playing for Charlotte, but I don't think that lasted long. I think he's in the, he can't be in the D League because he's like damn near 30, so I don't even know. To be honest, I don't know if he got released or he's in the D League or something. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think but still though, cause that draft night, I didn't have no good feeling about uh, Tyrese Thomas. Cause Bulls people kept making Johnny Red Curry, God rest his soul. So uh, uh, they kept saying, "Oh, Tyrese Thomas is gonna be this. He's gonna be that." Tyrese Thomas turned out to be the biggest bust. Well, not gonna say the biggest bull bust in the long. Like, how do Sean Bradley have more talent than this motherfucker?
Oh man, that's Sean Bradley. That's Sean
This
Bradley.
dude had no. he had no talent. I don't see why just because he played for LSU with Glenn Davis. I think he played when they won that championship. The only reason he was high on the scale, you know, the only reason he was high. So I'm like, the Bulls, we could have had a Marcus Aldridge. I think we still would have had, uh, still would have had, uh,
They traded away somebody else. I think they traded a guard. I don't know what year it was. I remember them trading a guard. Like, I don't know if it was like '06 or '07. No, '07 or '08 or something. I remember trading a guard, and I can't remember who it was. But I think it was pretty solid. But I don't know. Go ahead, cause I can't remember right
I
now.
think at the same time, cause I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, I cannot believe. I'm still not over that. Like my friend who's a Bull fan said I should be over this. Then I'm still not over this. Like at the same time, it's like, okay, then through all this and John Paxson, I'm messing this up. I mean, when we got rid of Ben Gordon, I wasn't too happy.
I was.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I already knew it was trash. As you can see, I mean, I see that's a semi rant right there because I can't stand Ben Gordon. As soon as he go to Charlotte, he go to Detroit. He went to Charlotte and he went to somewhere else. He couldn't. He could barely hit 35% threes for a year.
yeah,
Wow.
think he was just lucky because when he was shooting.
I, I, as with any player, if they get in the right situation, they can blossom. As you can see, Spurs, if they semi always get the right set of people and they blossom. So that's what all it really is. If you're in the right system, the right coach, right organization, you can blossom. It just do they believe in you or do they see something in you? That's really all it
Exactly, because
is.
exactly, you know, and that's it. Uh, and exactly, and that's the thing, because like you said, it's like that's one thing I love about the Spurs because they build organically compared to a lot of the team. You know what I'm saying? They build from the ground up, so they got their core. You know, and so it's like I said, because I think that's the beautiful thing about certain things in basketball. Like you said, I'm a fan of. I'm not a fan, but I do like the. I like the Nuggets because they still did good without Melo. To the Nuggets out there, and that's the Bulls front office makes me question why I'm a Bulls fan because it does. You know,
I'm sorry.
it just hurts my feelings so much. You know, I have no faith. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I do have one more cut question. Cause what do you think about NBA 2K15?
Oh, uh, and see, I want to talk about this too, but I gotta have like a, you know how like people on YouTube had like wish lists and things like that, because it was one I always forget, because it's always one thing that people don't really talk about. That I kind of want to say, and it always loses my mind. I gotta write this down because it's something that I want to say that people really don't say that much. I look on wish list, but just to talk about 2K15, I really hope they do better because they saying some animations are getting removed. Yeah, some of them getting removed, so all the things like that, and they're not really saying if it's gonna be a park or crew or it's gonna be like a mixture of the two because they kind of hinting at that to a degree, like it'll be a mixture of it or something like that. Like I kind of hope it's really going to be a real crew because I'm semi. I ain't even play Park. I'm still on the PS3 and things like that. So I never really. I see Park. I never experienced it. So that's why I hope the 2K15 Park slash crew is better. And I don't know, just something because some things that I see, like I don't know if I can really do. It's like animations, the way people how the way people react and and move and cheese and do all the things like that. I hope it gets better to a degree, and I hope that get better. I hope my team get better because I play my team, play my career. I do the my I do not I do the crew part thing too. I do all that stuff, but I see some things that needs to improve, and I hope it does. But that's another podcast right there, just to talk about that, or a mini podcast like this one. I don't know, just to talk about it. But I just hope some things improve, and just it needs to get better. Even though I understand like this is their first year on the next gen, and they showed some promises here and there and things like that, but they still need to get better because we've been saying this since 2K10, 2K11. Me and my people, and I know other people out there in the world too. Like why, like in a way, why can't y'all have dedicated servers? Why can't you be like Gears of War 2 or get
Battlefield.
or in a way, yeah, Battlefield, Call of Duty. Be something to have dedicated servers. Like I don't understand how you can't do that, especially since you have the VC thing and people are paying VC. So you can't tell me you ain't getting more money than what y'all usually get. So you can't tell me you can't put some of that money that we pay on VC at least or something. Because some people pay the max VC, which is like how much the max VC cost? Cause like $50, twenty
Yeah,
dollars,
like
20. Okay. Let's just say $20. You can't tell me some of the people that's on YouTube, like Nick the Bulls fan or Chris Smooth, things like that. They pay like $20. They pay like 6 to 8 times, and they get like what two? Like they get 500, 600 VC. So they paying like $60, $80. You can't put some of those like no, like just say $80 worth of the currency times 15, 20, or no, I really just say 2,500 or things like that. You can't take some of that and put some of that on dedicated servers. You can't. Like, I'm not really understanding how you can't really do that.
yeah,
So like that's like almost like the most pet peeve. Like why you? I'm not really understanding why y'all can't have dedicated servers because some things like why are we getting kicked out? Why are we getting it's like long load screens if we playing against someone else and whatever like that. Like some things I just don't get. Like it's 2014 going on 2015, and I just don't understand this at all. Cause I mean they they improving, but they still need to improve. It's just it's garbage, as I say. That's what read like that. Anyway, it's garbage. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's just they need to do something because it's many things they need to do, and that's a different podcast to talk about. But they just need to improve. They not drastically, but they need to improve some. So
because
yeah.
and I hope Ronnie 2K that old mixed face bastard, old dingleberry head dude. I can't stand Ronnie 2K because the 2K community is so child. It's like the 2K community is like the Call of Duty community now, cousin. Like yesterday, they have so many things messed up with park. Certain parts won't work, so you gotta quit out your whole game, or it'll crash your game. You know, you know, um, um, it'll crash your game, and stuff like that. Like you said, it need dedicated servers. They got a thing on Park Cousin. Well, if your team member, if y'all ain't winning, you want to fuck the game up, he will keep going on the side and keep throwing the ball out of bounds. That will freeze the court and mess the whole court up and freeze the game. I had a guy telling me I was a dumbass because I jumped on the spot because he wanted to play with his team. His team members were even on the spot, cousin. So he missed the game, and I was telling him how stupid he sounded. It was stupid reason. So They need to just fix 2K. Take active hands out. Why do you need active pickpocket and the fucking paint? You can't even get your big man cut. I be on on 2K so dumbfounded. You can't even have a post game. You go in the post, you get ripped every time. And you think the opponent touched the ball last. No, he didn't touch the ball last. You touched the ball last according to 2K, cousin. And it's just so much cousin 2K. The people, the community on there is just so everybody just think they the best. And you know, I always like I was telling this guy, you know, I know it's it's like how are you the best? You don't even play real defense. You spam square all of the time. That's not real defense. The defense is playing on your guy, checking him, keeping him from getting in the paint, harassing him. If you gotta press square at certain times, you can, but when you constantly pressing square like a little bitch, that ain't playing defense. So there's a lot of things that need to fit. I ain't never those people who out there that put money into 2K and buy VC. I feel bad for them though, cousin, because 2K is just taking their money and they're gonna do it next year on 2K15 when they're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna give me this $20 for this VC, and then the game will still be broke. They ain't gonna be able to complain to it because the 2K robot gonna tell you on Twitter to go to this page and maybe it's your connection that's fucking up. No, bitch, it ain't my connection. Your game is broke. You know, cause so it's like sorry for the rent, cause you know it's like the you know you know it's it's like it's like you want to smack the I couldn't be one of those people who go in there and interview game developer cousin like Call of Duty or some shit. Like you making they would Call of Duty make more money. Like Call of Duty and 2K are the biggest in their own respective categories. Call of Duty, even though it's ass, still the best shooter out there because people buy it. They still won't put dedicated servers in. They got more money to put in, but you got games like Battlefield who put dedicated servers. And Battlefield, the people made sure Battlefield fixed their game. Battlefield was horrible when it first came out. The people made sure Battlefield fixed it. Either you gonna fix it or we gonna file a lawsuit. You got these motherfuckers on 2K. Oh yeah, it's a good game. This shit is ass for real. These I think that's one thing a lot of these people fall for is that 2K. They wanna get all these little clothes and trinkets on 2K like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fix the game first before you go to complain about fixing the game first before you go in there and try to be 2K dick riding and shit like that. That's all I gotta say about 2K, cousin. Like 2K makes me get upset, cousin.
I, I understand. I understand. I've been playing the online version. Well, I just say the team up, yeah, the team up version and things like that. I've been playing that since 2K9, but been playing 2K since like 2K5. Like the first time it wasn't Allen Iverson on the cover. Whenever it was the first time Allen Iverson was on the cover, that's when I started playing 2K. I guess that's when I was. I guess that was when it was $20, I think too. But with that, like, I mean, I understand your festivity. I understand it, and I have it too. And it's like some of these things are unacceptable of what you're doing because you can say back in the day they cared about what you cared about and things like that. I mean, you can say they still care to a degree. Like ALD2K kind of cares. Sometimes he streams and he interacts with people and things like that. I mean, yeah, but they not. I guess it's other people other than LD2K. Cause I thought he was like the big man on campus. But other people other than LD2K making like the big time decisions or something because some features, some aspects I'm not understanding. And then and then like you saying, you got these dick riders that saying it's good and everything like that.
But
But but there's also things in there that's how you saying this is good,
but
but
there's
there's still aspects of the game, aspect of the game or the system that's like still that's still not right. That's still been going on since 2K11 in a way
Mm.
that they still haven't fixed. So it's almost like how is the game okay, but it's still stuff that some people that have been playing the game for so long, you still see some of their bullshit animations and things like that. Like it's,
Like
I don't know.
it is because like I was the other day, 2K got so bad. I was like, you know what? I'll deal with the bullshit of NBA Live just for a decent game. Because I know NBA Live is ass, but I'm hoping NBA Live come out at least be somewhat competitive, somewhat good to give 2K to scare the shit out of 2K. 2K got so lackadaisical. The last good 2K I had when who was on the corner when Ben Wallace, like you said, Allen Iverson. 2K used to be $20 and was destroying both basketball, football, baseball, hockey, and they all was quality games. I think you just get these new people that's in these companies and they get so big, they don't know how to develop. They just throw anything together. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with this 2K15 come and everybody, oh, I'm on 2K. And you damn right, I'm probably gonna be on NBA Live. I'm be probably the only person playing. And I ain't gonna even be ashamed. I'm like, yeah, how that 2K server treat me. Because I don't trust 2K this year though. Because I don't trust it with my $60, and I shouldn't trust Live either. But hopefully this Live is competitive to enough. Hey, I hope Sony will bring back NBA to life. Because if anybody don't know, if y'all never played NBA to life, the volumes, 2K hijacked the shit out of Sony's basketball game. Story mode.
Mm-hmm.
They had a story mode in there that was where you was involved with a gang and you was trying to get your family out of the hood and everything. Things like that. It ain't even like that no more though, cuz.
Yeah, I'm doing podcasts.
Oh, that's Young Ray, cousin.
Yeah, that's Young Ray
Young
interrupting
Ray,
us.
I said hello.
You want to say hello to everybody? People. But you want to say go ahead and say hello to people.
It's Blue and everybody on there.
No, it's just scope for this one.
Squirt, what's going on, bro?
What's
Young
good,
Ray,
bro? I've
man.
been busy,
You
man.
good? I know he ain't. He
Yeah,
can't hear me.
he saying he good
Oh, he cool.
though. Yeah, that's all you want. Damn, it'll be all unedited. Shit, we all black folks make it all messed up. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Raymond.
I gotta make sure you good.
Thank you, Moot. Thank you, Moot. Okay, go ahead, cousin. Go ahead.
My cousin over
I just said, script, nigga. I can't say his name. See, you bet. Go ahead, cousin. Go ahead. Go ahead. Negroes, I tell you.
But
Go ahead,
yeah,
cousin.
it's nice to hear from Young Ray. See, yeah, it's nice to hear from the trucking life. It's a hard life to,
Yeah.
it's very, very enthusiasm. As I said, with 2K is one of those things as well. I'm hoping they fix the game. I'm excited for NHL hockey though, because I'm really excited for that this year on next gen and everything. And I didn't get a chance to get it last year because I thought it would come on next gen. So but I'm super excited for something.
Okay, why the hell they didn't put it on next gen? It wasn't ready.
No, no, I don't know why they didn't put it on next gen because that's a question.
Hmm.
Like I was wondering, I was like, you know, what happened? Why is it on next gen?
And it's EA too. So like, okay, y'all put that garbage NBA Live on there and garbage Madden as well, but you can't put NHL the better product. But
NHL, like, cause I know NHL. Like, one thing I love about NHL compared to basketball, football, and even baseball games, it's fast packed, but it's so hard. It's fast paced, but it's so hard to to really, uh, say to yourself, it's for you to. It's so hard for you to just score in there and just score. You ain't gonna dominate. You're gonna have to, go out there and find a way to make a play to get in. And I think that's the most rewarding part about NBA, about NHL games. 2K failed with theirs. They couldn't compete with that on that one. So, like, I'm excited about it though, because I think I'm like it's gonna be one of those games I'm probably gonna play a lot. Out of all the other sports games, even though I'm gonna be in college and everything, still gonna find my time to play. Be a grown ass kid going to Muncie, Indiana with nothing but white people. And shout out to all the white people. Ain't nothing wrong with y'all, but did that with them.
I don't like nothing. I'll tell you, it's the podcast. I can't talk about that. Go ahead, cuz I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm about to go
Well,
there.
they gonna be big about hockey down there if I go to school down there, so I ain't gonna be alone. Be the only black person in line at game stuff.
Because I mean, because even if you go like the Ball State, because don't I thought Ball State they got like a hockey team and like they kind of go into the I don't know what they call it because I guess the Frozen Four, that's what they call it. So I thought they get pretty. I honestly don't know because they really don't show them. They really don't show them on ESPN things like that. But I thought Ball State is kind of good or good enough to be in a tournament, the Frozen Four. But I don't know. Maybe I'm guessing. I'm assuming they're good. So I don't know. So possibly you can go. You can actually go to Ball State and go some of the hockey games. But I don't know. You, you'll
I'm
find
going,
out.
cause I'm most deaf going to the hockey games. I'm the only white black guy there. Get him, Billy. Get him, Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua just made
Mm-hmm.
that amazing play. You guys see it? Probably had like a white girlfriend, all that good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jungle fever type thing.
Oh god.
At least I get certain benefits though. Not that many. Her parents probably don't like black people in Foster.
Yeah. You might get
Yes,
ripped.
yes, it is true, cousin.
Yeah.
No white.
And I don't mean with belts either. I mean they're gonna have they gonna have one. Saying I'm about to go there again. Oh, it's a podcast. I gotta remember what I'm doing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's true though,
I'm about to
cause
go there.
it's true though, cause she's like what you call it? You get that. It's like that interracial dating thing. Hopefully the parents will like you, and hopefully they the parents don't like you. They'll be very they hopefully that they accept. And if they don't, you just tell them that you smashing their daughter. Yeah, and everything. So it is what it is. But it's hopefully like I said, it's hopefully interracial dating won't be hard on me if I ever decide to do it. Looking at like nice Latino chick, I'll be happy with that. You know, be like dating a sister. So but
The Sandra and the shit. Okay, gotcha.
that's why.
Poppy, hey yo, Poppy, come here, meet Papa. Poppy, meet Papa. Okay, anyway.
I bet he gonna come in there questioning you. But yeah, it's gonna be. I think that's what I'm hoping that it works out that way, cause I don't discriminate. I love the big chicks, the white chicks, the black chicks, all of them. You know, you know, and everything. So she, she, I keep saying she, but yeah, if she ever comes, I'd be happy. Like I said, my age limit will probably be 45. I still,
Mm.
it's 45-year-old girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Cougar Central, I tell you.
Cool.
Okay, Cougar Nation. Oh, see, there you
The
go.
laugh of
There
the
you go.
century.
See, I guess I had to do it one time in a podcast. I'm trying to hide it
So,
too.
Betty laugh she could be an actress with that laugh. It's like
Mm-hmm.
$1 million, Oscar winning best laugh in a motion picture. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she'll be she'll be the amazing with that. But I think at the same time though, cousin. Like I said, hopefully y'all check out the other podcast. Well, with Young
Mm-hmm.
Blue, and Young Blue should be back pretty soon. That's the podcast.
Young Parsnips Langford, as he calls him. And, I made that name up for him, especially the Langford part. But that's his new moniker, Parsnips Langford. Check, you can check him out on Twitter as well. What was it LVL, Blueprint
Yeah,
LBM? So
excellent.
yeah.
Excellent. I don't have, in case y'all ever ask, I don't have a Twitter. Uh, I don't believe in Twitter. It's the devil. So, I don't have a Twitter. It's against my religion.
Yeah, because he has some. I'm saying I guess this is shots fired, but I guess some shots fired on you. On you. Yeah, because he had some mishaps on the Twitter a very long time ago. And now he can't redo the Twitter anymore. That's how you gotta say that. You gotta say it in the English term,
Yeah, the
the
Twitter.
Twitter.
Because dick pictures were shown. The reason why about that, the brother was kind of thirsty. So that's sexual healing sometimes. So, yeah, you gotta go out and you gotta do your thing though.
And that's why he and we call him Mr. X Video, but now you know why.
But yeah, cause Mr. X video, Mr. X2, Mr. Mr. FAMU. Nah, I don't know. Such one. I was not in that video. I wish I was, but no, I wasn't. That was a ratchet video, cousin. Did you ever watch that?
Unfortunately, yes, I peeped it once or twice.
No. What was your review of the video? Cause
So I guess this the ratchet person. This the ratchet portion of the podcast. Wow. It was interesting. And I'll just say that it was interesting. Like the FAMU girls get down like that. Like why ain't go to FAMU? I went to Bethune instead. But interesting. But no, at the same time, I don't know. Even though I know someone that went to my elementary school that go to FAMU, so it's almost like, she wasn't in there. Just let y'all know,
you
she
sure?
wasn't in there. But yeah, no, I'm positive because basically I would have saw because see she never gonna see this, so it don't really matter. The person that in elementary school, I know she was on there because pretty much none of them girls really had
Yeah,
ass,
that's true.
and what's her name had ass, so I don't have to worry. So trust me, you didn't see on there, and she can't, and she's pretty dark skinned too. I mean, you have one dark skinned girl in there, but she dark skinned and have ass. So so trust me, she's not on there.
So I mean, did you? I think like who was the star of the movie to you?
I mean, I ain't seen that in like 2-3 years. I don't. I gotta remember.
Like,
I don't even know.
I mean, I remember you seeing that. Did you see the Asian chick in there, cousin?
Oh, see, you trying to. See, I'm trying to. See, I forgot about. See, you gonna bring me back. I'm trying to remember that damn video. I don't remember everything. What happened? What happened on that video? Either. Oh man, I tried to forget because the bad thing is, even though I don't know if all of them from Florida, but I'm just gonna say, me being from Chicago and cousin, you know this, you see things or hear some things, and so you always you see a lot of the negative, but then you go to Florida. For me, wise, I'm seeing a whole bunch of positive people, and see like my freshman year, like I'm not used to people around my age saying hello, how you doing? At the first, I'm like, what the hell you say to me? At first, like they walking past us whatever, and some of them not even students either. So I got that perspective. Then I see the FAMU thing. Like I'm conflicted. Like okay, are y'all clean or dirty? I'm confused, but I don't know. But you, the, but back to your question, the star. I don't remember. I
So
don't
you ain't gonna
remember.
give nobody the Oscar. This
No, I can't give. You gonna make me look at it again, and I'm not trying to. You gonna try to make me find it again so I can give you an answer.
because see when I watched it, I took one day. I remember we reading the news report on the what you call it on the internet. I took upon myself one day to set up a day for me to watch the video, and I watched the video, and it was very informative because I didn't know Asian girls got down like that. It was very, how could you say, very, it was very, how could you say, very, I think the Asian girl was the real star. Kevin Durant, you're the real MVP. She's the real MVP because
Wow.
she truly was. She was taking D from everybody. You had the ringleader, the girl that had on the pink jacket. It's a shame that I remember all of this.
It really is. 'Cause I hear
Yeah,
everything.
I'm in the time when I climaxed on a certain part because that's different. But
Right.
I remember her. She was very talented as well. She directed traffic very well, though. She directed traffic. Like she made sure everybody got a piece of everything. She waited for the dreadhead to come in and get her piece. So if I wanted to rate the movie, I would rate it probably a 9 stars out of 10. For the simple fact, there was a lot of the Asian girl made the movie very entertaining because she was very generous, whatever, China. So
Okay.
if I was in there, I probably would have been in there studying, but I probably would have still got something at the same time. You know.
Okay. This section was too much of a blue type of thing, I'm semi confused slash conflicted because I would expect blue to ask this question. So I'm like, I don't I don't know how to react to this. So, but anyway, any other questions before we before we in the podcast,
Uh,
cousin?
yeah, what's your favorite booty talk? No, it's that.
Wow, wow. Oh yeah, we gonna end this anyway. You got a final statement or final
Okay,
whatever,
yeah, I
cousin?
do have a final statement. Oh my God, I've been living in Indiana too long. Shit. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Young Parsnips, Mr. Blue, aka Fingers. That's what I'm gonna start calling him, Fingers. Because he loves touching the ladies, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to Young Glow out there. I know he's listening out there. I hope Kmart is treating you well. Yeah, it's not treating me too well, but I'm treating you well. Shout out to Cousin for allowing me to be on. It's been a fun podcast. I know Blue couldn't be on. Can't wait till Blue come back. It's gonna be fun as well. It's always fun. And yeah, the statement of the day: never let somebody knock you down for something that you earned.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my last statement. And thank you for having me on, cousin.
No, no problem. Uh, okay, my final, my final is quick shout outs as always. That's what we do on here. Shout out to Ray. My brother. Appreciate everything you done for me, things like that. You always there for me. Love you always, that like that. Shout out shout out to oh excuse me. Shout out to Mr. Parsnips Langford, aka Police Report, aka watch your kids. Even if they are 18, watch your kids. But aka Mr. Pimp Juice as well. He gonna understand that one. Mr. Pimp Juice, shout out to him. Shout out to Betty and my father as well. Appreciate y'all. Without y'all, I wouldn't be here. Even though y'all can easily say be like the Bill Cosby thing. I could take you on this world, but take you out this world, things like that. So appreciate y'all, things like that, and in a way, more importantly, appreciate my family. And what I mean my family is the people in the comment section, because it's a one thing to call them my fans, my whatever like that. I rather call them, even though some people really don't really say anything or people don't know about it yet, but the people that's like in the future and things like that, that's gonna come in the comment section. I'm gonna call y'all my family, my crew and things like that. So shout out to y'all and things like that. Appreciate y'all. So whoever comments and likes and shares and things like that, appreciate all y'all for doing that. I appreciate it dearly and things like that. And like final statement is, these women not loyal. These women ain't about not about their business at time, or just they conflicted about things. I love y'all dearly, but then I hate y'all at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. But things
You know,
happen, but I'ma still get mine. But I'm just gonna make sure if I'm doing something to y'all gotta smell it first. But with that said, anyway,
that's
with that
shade though.
said, yeah, exactly. With that said, this is the Wise and Wise. This episode, I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I might call it like .5 something or something like that. But anyway, but that's the end of the podcast. Make sure y'all comment, like it, and subscribe on things like that. And we're gonna catch y'all on the full podcast whenever that is. So I'll catch y'all later. See y'all later.
Peace.